Yo, what's good, B? This your boy Rocdastar. We here, we chillin', we good, we hood. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, right now, I'm gonna explain a few things. You understand where I'm coming from? I'm gonna explain what my debut album was about, the beginning of the Truest movement, right? Now, was about the beginning of the Truest movement was about a 13-year-old who became fascinated with becoming a rap star. You see, because at one point he wasn't sure what he was gonna be becoming. So the album was about a 13-year-old who was contemplating on what he wanted to become. And a rap star was the main thing that he wanted to become after he found out that he couldn't become a basketball player. So the beginning of the Truest movement expresses his idea of how he's gonna become a rapper, how he's gonna do it. You feeling where I'm coming from? And selling drugs was one of the ideas. You feeling where I'm coming from? Of how he was gonna become a respected rap star. So this album is about a city slicker from public housing, a young minor city slicker, young teenager from public housing. He's poor in poverty, but he wants to become a rap star, and he don't know how to go about it. And from the way things looked at that time, it looked like he needed to become a drug dealer to become a successful rap star. So this is what he's rapping about in this album and how he was gonna go about it. But the album was well manifested and the album was, well put together. You feeling where I'm coming from? Over a course of time. And, by the time he actually got a record deal, finalizations of the album, came to conclusions of this album. But, me, I'm tired of the album, even though because I've been listening to it for so many years, even before its release. So, we are listening to new shit, new stuff, you know what I'm saying? And, it's just something that, most people don't understand. And Touch with Reality was a very important song because that song highlights the whole theme of the album. You getting where I'm coming from? What he was going, if you really listen to it, he expresses how he didn't know what he wanted to become. And he who listens to the album, whoever listens to the album, they'll understand that is the mentality coming from a 13-year-old who's not sure what they really want to become, but have limited options as well, even though they don't know. Even though this 13-year-old don't know what he want to become, he has limited options anyway. So rapping was one of the things. You getting where I'm coming from? And that's just basically it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. For those who don't understand, they're listening to the mentality of a 13-year-old. You feeling where I'm coming from? They're listening to lyrics with the mentality of a 13-year-old. You getting where I'm coming from? And this is why I made sure that the album only had 13 tracks on it. Jesus and the 12 Disciples, the 13 Colonies. I lived on the 13th floor. I am an American native. And by the time I really started to really graduate and understand what it is that I really was trying to become, I was 13 years old at that time when reality had set in. That was when my mother bought me my first stereo with 2 microphones, and I was, 2 tape decks, and I was able to record. So, but we did not know the business. We did not know all of the technicalities of how to become a business, knowing the music business, far as at that time it was running into your favorite rapper or a famous rapper and take it from there. But far as buying a trademark and buying real studio equipment and learning how to operate it, that was not even of the idea. For me to just be rhyming at that time was a big thing. You getting where I'm coming from? So, you know, that's just basically it though. But while he's trying to become this rapper and this rap star, he's getting intertwined with the wrong people, with people that's doing negative things. And even though the drug dealing and was something that he knew about, that wasn't really what he wanted to get into. Remember, he wanted to be a rap star. So however he got to go about it, the way things started looking like, look, if you don't sell drugs and live a life of crime, they're not going to respect you. You're not going to be a respected rapper. So you got to get out here and try to make a name for yourself. Get a gun, whatever, and try to hustle and make a name for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And do it that way. But things didn't really, things went okay, but it wasn't to the point wherein as it became well apparent and where I was an established drug dealer. I didn't even get a chance to get my throat wet. So, the game was over by the time I even really decided to get into the game. So it was like a turn back around type thing. You knock on the door's locked, and nobody's there, you ain't getting in. So the drug game was over. But just for entertainment purposes and listening to the album, and you just know what it was about. That's just basically it. Ain't no killings and murders and all that. My fault, FBI, but I know that, y'all look for that type of shit. And, we ain't really, we wasn't really on that. We was just about our money, but it wasn't no big thing. I ain't gonna sit here and lie about that. Some niggas like the front lie, but it ain't all that. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas want to juice shit up, make it look like they was the toughest guy in their hood, and they really wasn't. You get where I'm coming from? They wasn't doing nothing. Then when you look and you see that they ain't got no, like, you know what I'm saying, and whatever have you, then, you see that the niggas is, law-abiding citizens. And I got a bunch of misdemeanors on my criminal rap sheet. But one felony. So, how can I really talk about me being a tough guy like that? And, what are you, nuts? Come on. But anyway, Rocdastar, I'm out, man. I just hope y'all understand the album now and enjoy it. And, it was just something that I think that most teens really would understand. And it will always be a teenager from there on, the kingdom come. So, the kingdom come. So, peace. One, Rocdastar, I'm out.